Here we have the current stock market analysis for GameStop Corporation, stock ticker GME. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comment section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So as you can see here, we have the 30-minute price chart, and we are starting to see a bounce here at some very critical price levels. Anybody that watched my prior video, I have not changed any of the chart markings here, trend lines, price level values, anything like that. Everything is exactly the same as it was in the prior video. And as you can see, the price level that I was pointing to came in at at roughly the 2166 level, because this is where roughly where the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of this recent ascending move higher can be found. So we're right around 5 cents away from there, but this is close enough to, cause some, connection here between these two price valuations. And as you can see here, this was cited previously as an important price zone to watch as a zone for a potential bounce here. And as we can see here, this did come to fruition today. So as we can see, share prices are now starting to move higher. It's very spiky activity. We are starting to see some large wicks on these price candles. However, there are some stronger bodies on the candles as well, largely generated by the fact that share prices were able to bounce back above the exponential moving average cluster, which is currently found on this time frame. So for the most part, these price zones have worked out as planned. This is how this type of analysis is done. And as we can see here, this did catch the dead bottom for the current trend rally here. So what we're seeing at the moment is a share price movement that has not exactly retested the prior highs. Let's get an exact price high here. What we're seeing currently is a price high of 24.48. So this is not yet a retest of the prior price highs, which came in at 24.69. So, there is still a bit of distance here before we reach ultimate resistance zones. And we are also coming into the close of the trading week. In addition to that, we have a very important week next week, early in the week, because there will be an earnings release from this company. So there is a tremendous amount of near-term potential for price volatility in this stock. So, for some people, I mean, if you're a very aggressive trader and you're interested in getting into short-term positions, possibly, this could be a stock to look at. If you're a bit more on the conservative side, the opposite is probably true. So as things currently stand here, what you are really going to be looking for is the price close into the end of trading today. This is the Friday trading session. So what this means is that the close for today, the daily close for today, will also be the weekly close. In addition to that, this is going to be the trend movement that is going to establish the trajectory for next week. And this will be, as I said, the next earnings report release that will be posted by this company. So there is, some near-term potential here for fireworks. I don't want to get too excited here because that's, not what I do. I am not a clickbaiter. I don't have a position in this stock in either direction. As I've made clear previously, there is no hedge fund paying me to do this. All I do is look at the price action itself. And what we're seeing here, is a very clear bounce from an expected price zone. So to the downside at the moment, this will give you the two main levels to watch here going forward. Currently, what you're looking at is the current price high, which comes in at 24.69. And then in addition to that, you're looking at how price behaves into the closing period here. Do we close above this level or do we close below this level? Do we start to fail here? Do we even test this level? I mean, we haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm not going to be looking into my crystal ball here. I make projections based on what has occurred, not what, some random guess is going to tell me is likely to occur. So, as of yet, we have not yet retested this prior level. If we fail to test this prior level and then start to see a decline here, that would be a very negative signal because it would suggest then that lower highs are in place and that share prices have now formed a very major level of resistance coming in right around 24.69. Obviously, that's also within close proximity to a very important psychological level, $25. So much of this stock's share price activity has occurred between this $20 to $25 price zone that, breaks outside of either one of these areas can have a tremendous impact on market sentiment. So these are all important levels to watch here. And then we are also, heading into earnings week. So, to the top side, what you're looking for is whether or not share prices break above, first break above 24.69, and then where do they close in relation to that price point. To the downside, if we do start to see failures here, the main level to watch is going to come in right around 21.70. If we see a break below here, I think that you're probably then looking at a full retracement of this entire trending move. Going forward, this is the main level to watch to the downside, because if we were to retrace all the way down to this 1988 level, obviously that would also cause the stock to lose its psychological handle at the $20 mark. So overall, this is a very important price zone to watch here. Even though it's kind of small in proximity in relation to the broader trending movements here, I want to continue to, encourage people to avoid, listening to clickbait and things like that. We'll zoom out. We'll zoom out on this price chart here, just so we can sort of get a broader sense of where things actually are at the moment. I understand that this recent price rally probably seems extreme. It probably seems like, the short squeeze is occurring and something like that. But if we pull out on this price chart, and this is only a 30-minute time frame, this is not a long-term time frame. So, even on this price chart, we can start to see that, this recent trend wave here is very small in comparison to the prior declines that occurred previously. In addition to that, you're also looking at this major price high, which was posted during the July 26th trading session. This is an area that I pointed to several times in prior videos, coming in at 24.80. So overall, this is positive movement. I'm not going to say that this isn't positive movement. And if we look at the indicator reading here, we can continue to see that, share prices have influenced the indicator in ways that have, moved things higher. And we're starting to see a bit of a trend wave here that is starting to develop to the top side. One other point of caution, finally, that I'll just make here is the fact that, we are starting to see some upward trend movement here in the relative strength index. That's the momentum indicator. But if you look at the slope in this activity here, it's a bit extreme. I mean, this is the type of slope that's not generally considered to be sustainable. Generally, what you would want to see would be a bit more of an even price slope. Slope that is created by the share price within the indicator reading. So this is currently positive, but it's also very short term in nature. And the slope of this current momentum activity here doesn't really look sustainable. So we're starting to move into overbought territory, and this does suggest that share prices could start to roll over at that point. So here's the current stock market update for GameStop Corporation, stock ticker GME. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.